Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
Now the minister in charge of roads, Ghana, your friend Asenso Boachi, and so akasa afa road tolls. Na ediana Asenso Boachi ekaye.
Ready before we take action, before we intervene. But maintenance also means money. In many countries, they use the tolls that they collect from the proceeds from road tolls to finance maintenance. But in our case, we are suspended. I think it's a good time for us to start the discussion to bring this road tolls back. So that we can get money to maintain our roads. That is very important. So at our ministry, we have started the process by engaging the various stakeholders to get their buy-in to make sure that we bring the road toll back. This is very important. I've never seen any serious country where they don't toll their road before we take action, before we intervene. But maintenance also means money. In many countries, they use the tolls that they collect from the proceeds from road tolls to finance maintenance. But in our case, we are suspended. I think it's a good time for us to start the discussion to bring this road tolls back. So that we can get money to maintain our roads. That is very important. So at our ministry, we have started the process by engaging the various stakeholders to get their buy-in to make sure that we bring the road toll back. This is very important. I've never seen any serious country where they don't toll their road. Yeah, but in our country, anytime that you want to, take money from citizens, we politicize it. So everything is politicized. This is the way of cautioning our political leaders that when it comes to national development, let us all come together in a bipartisan manner so that we can collectively develop our country.
And so what you say, the Caribbean way bet me tumpon Abraham to any road tolls. Into on there, obey a road minister. I was starting didn't come out on himself road tolls in the baba. Minister says road toll be a ma. Now, one steady bibi. As I what your cassette say, I go say, I'm wakwata. One steady. As I what your cassette say, I'm wakwata. Only the same. Oh my goodness, me see bro from to two the road tolls. Everybody in this country and the citizenship and the citizen, the same way na wakwata so kasa. Omu to two bro for muntia wakwata. Ntia wakwata.
We have programmed to do between 2021 and 2024, 11,000 kilometers of road, out of which we are convinced and we are hopeful and we are confident that 6,000 would have seen total completion, and the remaining 4,000 would have been at different stages of completion, some of them substantial completion by 2024. This is the program for the road sector that has been put forward by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa's government.
Penyino okwero do abesha na de we omkasa ba hat omkasa pepe no tolls and omutu brofo omutu ne ha no mabuka no maka omodo mo ha no de brofo ha panyan no mahumoja no ma head kanyan amwakwata ne eye one eye asenso bwa difference be no. But the most important thing in say the most important thing in say the most important thing say yes road tolls no enya de eba back into obi agina platform bi aso ka just road tolls ba oboa now lady no can send bebre o can send me so efa eye LGBTQ senior Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo finance ministry Adams, a man warning says, or the Sasha Ghana be lose about $38 billion. Or Busan who say, Sasamono, a finance minister, and our finance ministry, no, and a man, a Kufuado warning, and into the Kufuado unsigning anti-LGBTQ, bill, no. Busan say, sa information I got to Kufuado national, omo, and the me Kufuado, into the Kufuado unsign, and answer the.
This was an internal memo that the ministry usually with anything that occurs, I mean, we sit to deliberate on, the positives, and if there are any negatives or if there are any challenges, we see how best we can address those challenges. And so just like a normal management meeting where we looked at our expenditures, and then we also looked at our revenues. And upon the passage of the bill by the House, of which I am a member, we had certain sentiments from certain stakeholders. And so what we sought to do was to see how best we can address any revenue gap issues should they arise as a result of the passage of this bill. That was what we sought to do. And it was an internal memo. It wasn't a memo that was to be sent outside, because we were sitting to see how best we could just close the gap.
Did the president request for that advice?
Showed anything?
Did the president request for that advice?
Mr. Chairman, I said it was an internal memo, just like we have our daily, weekly meetings, and so we were discussing this in our meetings.
But it ended up being a letter to the president advising on the potential loss to the country of $3.8 billion from the World Bank alone.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I still stand by the fact that it was an internal memo, and it had nothing to do with that. We were only looking within to see how best, should any gaps arise, how best we could close those gaps respectfully.
The question she was asked was simple. Ebusana say, "Sa letter na free finance ministry. Ye nyina ye hu say akota president nim say anti-LGBTQ bill na beto de nim no or sign a $3.8 billion a World Bank de be man enya ade abeba eno na ma president say on sign no. Ye busana say mo na mo de sign instructions no advice no ekoma president ntia one sign or say internal memo." The question was, how did it get to the president? If an internal memo has gotten out to the president and it's in the public, and the president referring to it, then it means say meeting now it was not a closed door meeting. The question was simple. If it was an internal memo, how did it get to the president? How did it get into the public domain? Because one, you did not deny say the advice wasn't coming from you. That is the first thing. The issue here is you actually confirmed that you people had the meeting, and that was the reason for the meeting. Now the question was, did that meeting at the end of the day, was it about that? Or did you have to say yes? Now why are you now telling us say it was an internal memo? We don't care whether it was an internal memo. At the end of the day, in the meeting, what was the reason for the meeting? Was to tell the president, was to advise the president that if he signs the anti-LGBTQ bill, we are not going to get $3.8 billion. Now, it is not the physical paper that went to the president. That is what the advice. Somebody after the meeting might have walked to the president to say that we had a meeting, and from the meeting we are telling you or advising you that when you sign this, we are going to miss $3.8 billion. We are not talking about the physical paper, somebody holding it and taking it to the president. It could be that one of you walked to the president to speak to him in the office that we have had an internal meeting, an internal memo has been drafted, and the advice from that meeting is that when you sign, you are going to prevent Ghana from getting $3.8 billion. Into Mahama answer clearly shows to say the finance ministry led by Adams, who is a Muslim, who is fasting, they are the ones who told the president not to sign the anti-LGBTQ bill. So, genuanum nkremofo ya bi o. Genuanum nkremofo ya bi. And at the end of the day, omushe chire Emma Baumia, he does not want to state his stance on LGBTQ. Adams and the advising president through this lady that the president should not sign the anti-LGBTQ. Because from her answer, we actually had a meeting. Na meeting na efade ho. Na meeting fa say president sign na nyome bi a enkoye a yensanka. So basically, you had the meeting to tell the president say, when you sign this, we are not going to get this. So we are telling you as the expert, as the finance ministry, don't sign it. Even though one catch president say bi onema but another way which my catch president, edina temanati as we did not tem. You don't have to go stand in front of the president and give him a finger for him to know, say, you are telling him, say, udin mami atem. But you can also say in a different way to let the president know, say, you are telling him, say, his mother. It is not about you carrying the paper, walking from your ministry to the Jubilee House. It's about how the message is conveyed. Was it conveyed indirectly? Yes. So you people indirectly told the president, advised him indirectly not to sign the anti-LGBTQ. Asa can send me about depositors. Mo amote Ghana musika kwa ka bank mu. Almost mo ye banking cleanup. A ban way 2020 before elections. Omo ka kire mo say they have paid everybody in Ghana. In fact, banking cleanup they used to over 20 billion or say the end of the year, they have paid everybody. And they busan say banking cleanup depositors omo musika ko ke mu ye ti omo nyina ka ewia na ende Ghana ni bi nam Ghana ye ntua ne ka ne answer odema the parliament committee in any.
The challenges we have is one has to do with the fact that some of these companies have taken the liquidator to courts. And so until we are able to resolve the court issue, government cannot proceed to pay. I remember in 2020, on humanitarian grounds, when the COVID was had a very devastating effect on everybody, government on humanitarian grounds decided to pay 50,000 to all the asset management companies, depositors. And so government went ahead and did that. Government paid, in 2020, government paid, I think, 760 million Ghana cedis. And then in 2021, 580 million Ghana cedis. We still have quite a chunk to pay. So even if you look in the 2024 budget, government has allocated 4 billion Ghana cedis to be used partly to pay for these asset management companies' money, as well as a few NIB and a few other things in there.
So, mo musika kebu na bere ti omo se nipa na aban de adwuma ne hye ne nsa se anka ontuatua depositors omo musika kebu no o se obi di nipa ne court enti esi a oka se pa de se aban betuma ka se obetua sa sika ne de ende enye adwuma efri se nipa na anka ye de tumi na hye ne nsa se onu mom na entuatua sa sika akem omo musika koka banking closure ene banking de clean up omo musika koka bank aban so betua no omo se sa nipa no eye Ghana ni bi de ne court inti until say be wie court asem no ansa na betumi tua mo se mo kai say 2020 before elections nana de danko ekufuado se bi opedi pass inti oyi mu 50,000 Ghana etuatua bi ma nipa bi o se budget ye kan ekrampo no sika dema e wo se ye dema omo a se bi omusika kem no nanso sika de atwa bi to ho wo se sa sika no ye dema omo musika kem no nanso your court inti e kire court yi tabono no da men na court be yi akabo so me nkono na nkofu iko omo di musika depositors mo musika kemu de se mo mpa de nya de betu obi aka every said nipa na ban tu no nipa bi wo Ghana de ne court interchire court yi tabono no na emom de omunim ne say budget ye kan yi budget no omo twa sika bi to budget ma omo de ba betu depositors nanso enya de ometime tia every say asem no court akabo so me nkono ne akoto aba the omo de betua teachers kwa omo nibi nurse for ka omo nibi the omo de behwe Ghana omo nibi omo kotam sa sika na ma omo ni sika bia ma into tie sa ankofo de hi omo no omo say we still belong to the middle class but we impro palabasort na yemo ne djuma ye gu ne djuma since 2017 onye djuma da no a bank manager and the otwi Uber I say my friends we are in the middle class Mahama should convince us convincing wa you are still talking about convincing because at this point what do you expect Mahama to tell you? When Mahama was in power, you were working. The day Mahama left power, you were kicked out of your job. So what is your motivation for asking Mahama should tell us something? We are the middle class. You are below middle class. You are poor. You are in a struggling class. You are a young You used to work at a bank. You used to have a decent job. You are calling yourself middle class. You still calling yourself middle class. Abro been a Toby Maunum. Abro been a frost. Oh, meet me. Now, Otobi Bakuma on the mountain. I will say you are in the middle class. You are asking Mahama. Mahama should tell you something. Mama Yanko, I want to show you this quickly. Mama Yanko Konfanoche.
Medical doctors at the Konfanoche Teaching Hospital say they are embarking on an indefinite strike over what leadership describe as harassment and persistent orders to move out of their Denyame residence in Kumasi. The doctors on Tuesday concluded on the industrial action to demand the installation of their bungalows despite claims that it has been sold out. Dr. Michael Leet is the president of the Cath Doctors Association. He explains the frustration of the affected doctors.
Some doctors in the Denyame residence are supposed to be evicted. I mean, this has been ongoing for about a year now. And as an association, we suggested some measures to management, but we see this to be beyond our hospital management in that, I mean, they are not the owners of the land per se. So some of our doctors have been given an eviction they've been given notices to evict their accommodation units within a week. Some have had their water supply cut off. Some have been walled in.
According to him, the doctors at the hospital will lay down their tools to seek access to their accommodation.
We have close to about 20-something doctors plus other staff of the Konfanoche and other doctors from other hospitals. So we thought it wise that if you are being evicted, then we meet and decide as a group what is the next step. And what came out, the unanimous decision was to lay down our tools tomorrow by 6 a.m. and then go and look for accommodation.
Meanwhile, the Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei Mensah says the allegation of ejection are untrue. He wants the affected doctors to provide evidence to support their claims.
If I hear somebody say that we've given him 1 week to vacate his bungalow or something, they should produce the letter so that we know the author of that letter, whoever wrote that letter to them. We want to know. And also, we've had agreement with the contractors that before they move anybody, they have to rent a place for the person for a period of 2 years, by which time we will be sure we will be done with all the structures we are putting up. And they should produce the letter that is giving them an ultimatum of 1 week. They should provide that letter to you. And we've said that no developer should move anybody without a rented alternative accommodation.
The minister indicated that the government is constructing bungalows to accommodate several doctors within the region.
Originally, we decided to build 200. Now we've reduced it to 180 because we are sure that the 180 will be enough for all those that we are going to relocate. And this location is one site, that is one contractor's site. And here we have more than 30 structures. As you can see, most of them are above 80% complete. Only few will be around maybe 75.
For Joe News, Nana Boache Dankwa Yadom, Kumasi.
Sorry, doctor says so strike no man could be. The problem with us, a middle class, the so-called middle class, we are doctor. Accommodation in yet. You are working under stress. You know things are not right. You come out and say that until you are given the necessary help or accommodation, you cannot work with a healthy mind. At the end, I will say, I've called off the strike. What actually changed? Now, some more doctor for Nangasamunya Papa. Until tomorrow, are you these same doctors guys going to come out and say you are going on strike? Mona politicians are treating the way they are treating you people. You people came and told us your problems. So you guys want to tell us over under 24 hours, all your problems have been solved. Because our regional minister where the Nimsa Kura, when an edit in tough water, we not saying tough for a warm up and some about Santimemono. Somebody should produce letter. Into the we have called off the strike. Now, Ochinechi, realistically, are you people coming to stand, or are you going to come back to tell us and say, oh, you are laying down your tools? We have to beat you people because you are liars. I am telling you this consistently. Some of you professionals are more government institutions more no. My name some more problem. You people have come out. So now come up some kind of them and come on kind of one. Into some catcher say in less than 24 hours, your accommodation problems have been solved because you have made us understand. Say, I'm not calling off the strike. It means your problems have been solved. It means problem anamu koma na ye pamomo ye tumo muni baby papa da abino elder da Ghana for say mohotomo no. It means it has been solved. Na ye per doctor ni bia also on the way kase. Oh, right now dear, we are back because I am na moya government workers or Ghana. And I'm sending this message to you people. In the Samuji between the Ghana for abaya politics, abada danko for Abraham munim no krena mo besa mo beka. Na debia muko adwumama yetumika se doctor bi also about 9 o'clock or see baby otene kwan wa or baby otene nye na ni pewu because of you people your carelessness. Mo be maya kibia mamo na ya sesa mo condition no. Some of you because of politics you are following the fools. Intende also do adwuma 9 also do adwuma 9. No, should come and tell Ghana for say I am a doctor. My accommodation, the government said that, and where I'm living now, that's why I didn't come to work early. Doctors, omun chain mesin fo. Doctors, omun nipa. And chain any person who works in Ghana because obia ye adwuma kakran be kesi ni emari nyina ebo. Wo doctors wo be here obi moa. Wo doctor otoka obe here DVL ni mana license. Oh doctor, obano up education amana do kuma teacher ni. Inti mo doctor for you are not exceptional human beings. We respect doctors. It does not mean doctors can make fun or run us down like fools. Inti so why you so be adwuma? Why you say bibia okay? Under 24 hours you solve accommodation problem. Then you have to work. Come to work on time. Make sure no idiot should come out and say we are having issues and we want to go on strike. And yabema nipa be bomo. We try to help you people. We try to let the people know what you are going through. See the number of brain drain we are having now. Nurse need doctor need any opportunity no person because instead of you people standing on your feet, letting the people know that we want to work for Ghanaians, we want to save our people. No, you are foolishly playing and singing and dancing to the foolish song of politicians. Into young doctors no so ba no musia mo kwasi ade no. Into obiaba onye opportunity no dwane kwa abrochire because mo penifo na mo be stand still. Mo be gina mo na so aka say no. The accommodation is a problem. We need to give them accommodation because if they don't get it, they can't have that sound brains to work. Like I said, we have called it off. Now see it to Kromha. Oh my mew. Now so my mew ya. See it ya. About 6. You better head the other my friends who made it. You better head the other my friend. Hey, we are doctor. Now your conditions is here. Now be okay more. 2 tier NDC. I don't have a problem. It's simple as that. We are doctor near. Nasa all say, oh dear, Bibia Kosumau, Abrabum, Yetuauka, Oda Bibiatna, everything is okay. You can vote for this government and continue your good life. I don't care. Me, remember Paucho. And your excuse is that you are speaking with your landlords. Are you people serious? You are working your asses out. You are working 24/7. Nipe wuda munsem. Accommodation keke abind to me from mamwa masa betra say you are talking to your landlords na munim somebody to them landlords akasa na mbeka kire say muni bebite. You are having series of meetings with stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? And you are the same people. They are yentina aban efamu cheap. Entino mo run mo down. Entino mo sisimo. Entino mo bumu Jimmy. Because if people don't even understand your profession, you don't understand what you have. You don't understand what you bring to the table. Into Debiano, these politicians are seeing you people as dogs. They run you over because you end up going to listen to somebody who says, "Oh, when you say about tuaba, mamo nyesa na odo profession." Wako medical school, what do life at all? Na kwasi ampe you politician be aka just call off the strike. Now do Jimmy down to bremu. I know doctors who are taking less than $2,500 a month in Ghana. And you see the responsibilities that comes with being called a doctor in Ghana. I have doctor friends. Omo mo chiro mo Ghana pa and the doctors. Today, omo illegal job or Ghana doctors. Majority of you are not doing the operations in the main hospitals. Majority of you are not doing the jobs in the main hospital. You are directing people to private hospitals to go and do. They call a name. Call something. And what are illegal jobs? Because we want to fight for you people to get better accommodation, better service, better condition of service, better everything to work and save lives. Yeah, boamono na mujimi. Intendo go konfanochia. Doctor bia unya problema nipa 2 ena me meti omo medical bills or konfanochi. Nipa 2 me hu omo nimu da. Baako ekoye hernia operation. Ofre wo show we so. Every day he calls on this show. Abrante me hu ni da. And I decided to help him. Oh yeah, artisan, otumiye juma. Hernia hana for some time. So I decided to help this gentleman. Me wuni da, me nim put that, but he calls on this show. And I'm kind of Uncle Hospital Konfanochi. A drew point to me, this man could not even walk. Ontumi nye juma fedu and in table so man ma. And I said, you need to work, but this thing is worrying you. Sikani wo go to Konfanochi. Ko kachira say oh yare. They should perform the surgery. Omo fasika. Doctor ne kachira say. So a person your operation within 3 days. Man ontia this na onshia no hospital we ne dia. And o ka say so o say odila move for another month and the ontia we. Listen. Sana doctor ne kachira e o Konfanochi. Locum, thank you. Sankwasi ade no mo ye. Locum no mo kwaji. Doctor Nima the 2 options. So per se ye hernia operation in less than 72 hours. Pay this amount of money. So per se would lie anymore Konfanochi dia. Now be for 1 month time. Pay this. This man was in pain. This young man. Juma. This man, I had to pay this doctor and private hospital for them to do that operation. And 10 times Anyasana Branty baby or this doctor took the money. Another person, Oba when you breast cancer. Breast cancer. Me that. I saw the picture and I said, I want to help this woman. Nenufu pro, the breast a pro. Me mama tam ni free srem. I don't know about Konfanochi. It's almost 8 months now. Doctor managed to scan her for 5 months. Mama way back. I said you will be canon. I also made a hotel. About 2 days, about 3 days. They did the back and forth. Scan obecha. I got all the patients at a point. Me boss me pa ne chow Erastus Asarodonko. A private lab hospital ne say my main lab. Oh, Jesus Christ. The new funa product. Yes, a lab test. Akodi baby. I had to beg my boss Erastus to say, please follow up for me. I need that lab results. Erastus the to me quality lab results in the mommy. This woman will go, doctor will say, Oba, you to me want a new fupanye, no, soon throughout the night. Of slim, onimo bia ukumase. And this thing is going on every day. Unim the shocking thing, ever seen there, my many operation no. Upon all the money and hear me post, hear me, but the time, some people dedicated their time, ever seen there. Now, a drew point to my man, ya bese de kumase or so on court or bread. She can die. The omdia man back and forth. Ever seen the end of my man, so kumase or so on cobium. Also a bread. She's tired. Why yet testing Kwambe de oho? And to be the point also, I did chin about operation. On my also Dr. Ma, and say Uncle share private. Just say, my men bread. She even wants to unpack operation into if this woman dies, it's her fault. I'll pay this calls after this short break.
Time also to fulfill matema. Say about my general to one eternal will be other corner mampa. And this is to me, I am my time also to go etama come to trade. Yeah, bed you owe me a 130, but to me quite them. Right now also to see I read the NDC to me and Sana. One free Abemu 2016. We are NDC to me upgrading the expansion. Just say what's there Accra Regional Hospital, the offended radio, what's the move. Was I the Fidiani be back out, see a dining become money, what's a more than they brought because upgrading. Says so called Regional Hospital and as Accra Regional Hospital. Bed your woman, I hence here, you know, 620 bed capacity. And no crowd was to obey the account that to be NDC Babano. Was so I Ashanti Regional Hospital where you're full from our Sevilla and also bed your woman, I am Akumakwa, 250. Was I quite say where they are construction? It is this never started here. And now the Upper West Regional Hospital and the NDC battery and what twasso, for young Messi district. NDC a design a construction a equipping and the just or the Fidiania Gumu was a integrated IT center for from Dodoa. Says so do Dodoa, one more hospital for from NDC in a formula hospital for from a see one or dance from now a Romeo Brooklyn, our dance NDC and a Abetifi the minimum Abetifi and NDC started here woman and then Mako. Nano make a renovation of schools or a and NDC, I bet if the end I know me and I'm called. NDC started and you do one more concrete here. One the chef, one more to say, yeah, concrete papa. That NDC and the man and the many a cohuena, a school project, a minimum foundation, your cobra and a chapel crew, man, cry, Yanni Copetini school at the man, one cry, one petty, any petty at the man. And a garutin pani, Kumawu, any second year, NDC really the truth hospital in that one. Takwadi Hospital. And this is said they upgrading Papa Wudu Takwadi Hospital this year at Chambroche and Wadu. And so Takwadi MPP strong go to NDC. Oh, yay. Bogatanga Hospital was on the bed, maybe back home as a Sodu Boga. Hospital bed, the Oya Hasa, and you watching NCA 386 and NDC. Design and construction to wait, and this in a chassis when they design one construction, one equipment. Sister Bed District Hospital, where you was Saraga, where you were Tepa. And Soko, our era, Sedum Patamo, and Soko, Chupuplaso, why you Konongo Dumasinina, Konongo Dumasocamon, Toma, and this is where this is, where this is also to Monochia, Ademaum. Madina also to Honorable Mustafa Ahmed, Mustafa, Boniface, Abubakar Sadiq, the constitution, Officeraga, the baby emperor, where a guy said, and so hospital, I want them district hospital, NDC, and a 100 bed capacity. Was here people buy one for one single bed in Port. So NDC and a mam. After NDC in a starting project initiation commencement, one starting where hospital also many NDC, Buipe, NDC, Solar, NDC, we quite Solar Tuna Kaba, NDC, Tolong, NDC, Wita, NDC, Nina, NDC there, and you hospitals no, and one Enina at the Mahama for her. Yansha Polyclinics, NDC Tiakonya for Yasana, one free power, a year 2016. Who got 5 polyclinics and an NDC, what Yakonya for Upper West Regional Hospital, our which out, Bable, Lambushi, Aniko, Anaheim, Nina, NDC, and a polyclinics, 5 polyclinics, I can see, our northern region, Ecosi Pandai, Katale, Janga, any Chiripone, any Karaga, and also NDC, and a polyclinics, Makuma Kunum, Western region, Wasa, Dunkwa, Bogosu, Israel, and Poho, Elubo, NDC, Aya polyclinics, I can see, and your mamma, Namusumonkaya, said to the Mala. After polyclinics, I have full, Sabani and Chill, Mutra, Brahafo, and Kanquanta, one fear, quite. Chechibentia, Boma, NDC polyclinics, Makuma, Elhonum. If the soda canning Yaboma, NDC, polyclinics, Makuma Kudusia, and Oye, Elhonum Kwa. Polyclinics, Makuma Kudum, Greater Accra region, Adenta. Ashama, Botiano, Odumai, Sege, NDC, NAA, Polyclinics Nina, and NDC Bojumo, auntie. Yeah, can you now so call round? No, I check and say the air can empire or hot, and I at the same. Young Concordia Polyclinics, I want a central region. Central region, the Siasi, Gomwa, the Rampong, Bimpong, Akamfudi. Mitidi mo patron am de acheme o some mama ya brasa dokoro na mi dinamete ni enche eti sunkwa asikuma jamana aguna duakwa briwa ekufi na kwa chifuati mokwa gomwa potini nyina NDC waya polyclinics makoma ko 10 honom waya polyclinic ba ko pe ewo bamboy empona peja mama fi bole bamboy o enso wan pe enwo ye ne ho so I guess waya pesim kumi enti wasaya polyclinics makoma ko 20 ewo asante water region upper east ukani nyina boma afeyewe health centers nkete no kra no NDC health centers makoma ko du watching 18 health centers Nyina Umeka ya mapeni Mahama ka say ne eye ministers ne awoti tu obia salary so said obo omre bakwa chip compounds NDC ya chip compounds mako apema hanu 1200 apem ne hanu en wo mo ye and I just say emu be say apem ene ahansia 1600 so de wo mguso a wo mo ye construction kwashe MPP for nwie HIV ewe NDC tia konwa so ansa na omu free power 2016 no amabode ra ma HIV eye ade ko de wo ya ene kra de enye ya eye ko de wo bi ayi kra covid kra kum kofo chen ace de actually toba ho nti wo enye hu no so beko NDC te HIV so wo mu ko ewu HIV wo mu te so mane ba fo mo hamodiana miensa 43% and wo mu de te so nei MPP atena wa ma HIV cases so kwa esan akoso bi wo mu sa ma wo mu kra esan nya HIV no wo ma kobo no woro wo mu nya ge bi o so we de me hwe ne ho fefe ti sesala we fine ge na ni mu che so oba kokko de woni 8 oba 27 woni 8 so bi kra na vem lady na bi na mo woni bi che no wo nche NDC year campaign e ma wo mu anu wo mu mo no woro no wo mu nyira wo mu yi ade juraja bra ho no ma no wo ye tourism minister kwa kokko wo ma HIV for ba mo mbe che condom entu be kokko fa ge kra wo mo no woro wo so che condom ti HIV infection ko from or 50%. MPP for buy a condom no and no and woman them na girls for nana boys for nana and woman born worse they say HIV no kwa na ekosro NDC time when mother to child transmission woman nya HIV ni bi kra wo fa fura ya mu aduro enja kwa no sha yafu no onya HIV mo wani bi NDC teso ma ne ba from 81% and MPP for agum woman ye ema pemfo kra no ko mo HIV no NDC time ya mo duro ma emu 66% e ba from HIV prevalent anenke konkola mu kra NDC teso 21% ama chese nkoda ya mu nufuo ma koda ne kama no ade nyina so konsoro 32% na we NDC onya ade afewe NDC modern bo national medical equipment replacement program wo mo ya di mfidie boa wo ma ya asabia no ade NDC ebo no modern palm wo de friend of critical diagnostic and treatment equipment to MRI machines scan machines ba ku bi the fluoroscopy fluoroscopy machine ba ku bi the x-ray digital mammography the show manu fumu no ade oxygen plant no ade what they call 150 hospitals Ghana nyina NDC achievement to pacho ya ke ya check it won say what ground so say ya e was say ground pa national health insurance scheme Ubaka NDC ka so be no one time period lay at time time Mahama de wan kan say we Mahama achievement and e yehui Mahama to me ma outpatient OPD utilization woman e ko OPD ya show ukuta NHI card kwa na e hell e ko suru 9.3 million e free 2015 no ko so 29.6 million NDC born home de pa MPP buy NHI no 1.2% fear people and accounts one the difference NDC man ko 29.6 million from 9.3 equal 29.6 million NDC achievement any year can kind after payment claims no one mutual no hospital no korea said mutual 2008 NDC better ko jaso but I know sabreso no na claims mutual 183 million Ghana cedis NDC free power 2014 kwa sabe ko no mo ko na ko so ko do 1.073 billion billion that is NDC claims to pa after claims processing center one mu see claim process so there claims if you hospital number and check chape de one mu titim de coverage one mu see claims processing center wo Tamale Cape Coast Kumasi na tumi aboa ma NHI eduma no amayen kranko a ene wo and NDC kro ya no the claims yi ba ye and MPP for nam e de difference so NDC and the claim e de ba tie na wiem internet so what I say aye na nam accident and trauma center ye ready NDC tia konya so wo ye NDC born home dey am accident and emergency center bi wosi e wo buipe a che say emergency bi bo betimi aye kora ansa
bawe so otna TV so a betna Facebook a che say politicians di ehwamo MPP ni NDC e pe o ma di ehwamo obeka we nyina wie na sante sem ne na kan sem ne nkura sem nti ontumi nka say hey ye MPP na yedi twa ye furuma na enu nti e ba nkran be ye dede no MPP ne gu enim ase ye ntuntia no politicians are the same MPP ni NDC e pe onse nipa na di nipa so ha onse oba be butu wa be ma de tua wechi no onse waka kurom ha so okeka nkwasi asema unuanom endom mu fagem no onse otia internet dum ye no ka ohu bi da bi betra so onse unuanom obre ofie kokotena hwe na wote Ghana nante omuti America de omumua de munkurasefo omunim de ko ye the time ye interview president no bo wen otwe aha krama krant mi nya interview no krama papa ye catch them na mo the tribe na titi radio sikika enne koi Now no mo kwetena na mo nye campaign say Ghana politicians are the same eh. On say nkofo na da o mo no so mo bre. Ebetena broni krom. O ye tumfo amonte. Mo the tribe na titi radio so mo nsua de. Mo ko se saponko dua bi gu mutiri so na mo tete. Peace FM ya na mo twa akamfo ntro adan a ye de adan ye ya santefo de a ye nse Ghana. Ye se santefo nyina na ejimi. Ye se akamfo nyina na enkwasiafo. Mo na mo se Ghana mo nkurasefo we mo na mo se Ghana. Mo enende mo de Ghana beduru ha. If funeral announcers na mo beduru nkan mo so mo journalists. I don't know about kroma unya a media house in Injuma. Hwe. No send otia. Ko wure ni me. Ye tia ne eka na mo ti peace na wo jesen. Peace FM na wo jesen. Sika papa ben na wo hu wiase. Abra papa ben na we live comfortably. In wure mu Maryland one out. When you enter a journalism realm, now who sibia etia. When you enter DC, now who sibia etia waha, you understand. Hello? Hello? All right, I think call us now when you're ready. If other calls, then we can end the show. It's 12 in Ghana. I'm going to end the show now. I won't spend too much time because about 12 we. Hello, caller. All right.
Morning,
Hello, caller. Meet you. Hello, caller. One of the lines is frozen. I think one isn't going through. Submit my file. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but okay. I don't know what's happening. May try to pick calls, but the whole system, the whole lines, it's frozen. Also, we do. I want to make coffee. Yati abroche ye muade ye Jimmy and ye didn't penny for them. And on a day I would demo way. I saw Papa Chamber Hall. Broni nesio. Also beso kwa also wo senipa. Titi radio so I can semunti. Muhu no kura mon pesa mo beka. I'm not picking any calls. The network is bad. Muhu no kura mon pesa mo beka. And I'm Google Peace FM, UTV, Angel FM. Mon kan no kura keke nchire Ghana fo. Na Ghana fo hu no kura. On say the but now say politicians say deceive Ghana. Politicians say deceive Ghana. And your politician be anka UGMC Ghana. And your politician be anka Ghana and the anka internet or. Mon kan no kure no. No kure ne nkumo. No kure ena sesia edi mo chiama mo bre. Na me twin say we are so okay. Sa Ghana de ho to. Bibi ekoye. Na me kan say oba ha 2 days now ko. Me just say vim lady. Ekuya poki. Na me just oba kroma undi 3 days now ko. Oh, sa na ope baby do 20. Na ope refugee aye. Internet tia Kenya asem na wo jimi won so afa who reality no. Who say how many times na oba DC? Oba ka be bon. Oba DC ka be bon. Inkurasefo ye ka kire mo. Mum ka no kura nkire nipa no. Ye nyina ye free tribe mu ye mfa nto nchen. Ye free tribe mu, obi a free tribe mu. Ye mfa tribe nya politics. Intend na ultimate radio as a journalist now ka say politicians are the same. Abra wa ultimate radio so ka say politician where you way. Who we are not catch be say politicians in your pet omo deceive. Omo deceive kwan be so. Into papa o oni convincing na o ti o mantem. Obi ka say papa ni convincing no. O no papa ni convincing ni pa e be o de. Obi ka say hey me papa. So convincing so no so your papa. So no so awo. Adentina obi kasa wo vim lady o papa e sanseni ti se convincing na wo befu because o pese o prove che nipa bi say o papa de even though o papa ti say sanseni na ono nam hono o papa bo bra bi de na oyeye e de na ma o papa is different from sanseni no into o betra ga the politicians say deceive Ghana at least o papa unim de o papa ya wetu be gina o de dinadanse adena wo justify o papa adena wo try to let people know say oh papa even though no so your papa ti say convincing no oh papa bobra nyoma oh papa ye adentin be do politics so some politicians dey deceive here omu nyina amoaye. So you need to give credit to where credit is due. That's what you do. It who ekua pocket me catch papa sanse ni e be o de ka say hey me say say papa so your papa say papa bia wa ware bia wa wo bia papa inti say oh papa sanse ni because ono so your papa o ka say da bi hwe yene unim yebusia unim bia ye unim papa ye mo for application in politics na munjai sakasa no politician engineer pe omo deceive Ghana omo di Ghana sika politician bia wo djuma obedi ye yembo obi ani ne djuma Yeah, politician be so. Whether we like it or not. America better hire woody pie, politicians now govern by America be drew over far ba. It's whether we like it or not, it's going to be NDC or MPP. We need to let the two parties know. The why are they will understand they need to work hard. Two parties. We need to give credit to the why are there. Hey, why are there? I will say 2 hours so now yeah. Sanya yeah no. Remember we call to politician or party na sainti obianya there. Na because of papa so sansenia because oya papa ebe wo mo the tribe ene dia beduru into we kwa poki wo onenam kromadwuma be na we sa baby amami ya onu aduane ya ne office ye bie kakra bia ma wutima wutietie mu no income be na unya ekwa pocket US on nsanka ne nanka o hye box bi ne ye de camera phone bi esi ne so enya camera papa wo webcam camera ena obi abetena kurom ha na wo fa trotro 9 ansa na wo du Peace FM ono so na so webcam na abetena ni etua ne ka kwame despa atam sika mfa nkoma no ai ye de ye na ye tribalism. You don't even understand. You for adwuma mpa unim what you want. You for adwuma UTV. You for adwuma Peace FM. You are also a presenter. You also work there. You ask your government, your management. Galway, she was working here. Every single day we work and we come in here to work. Right now we see that she's producing from the US. We have people who are equally competent here to do the same job. She's being paid there and we are here. We are going through the hell. You to petromu, you to kamu, nyoma mo edin, you bread, but we sit here, our salary has not been increased. I don't want to say, or then host the show. Into a new be piece of to host the show, no. Because show no host no, and in America here, if we decide to go after her by checking her, say, you live here, you are trying to get a green card, there may be the 2 amount. At the end of the day, you are still being on a payroll in Ghana. It can affect her interview. I don't you catch them one. Now mo tigana edi atem, now mo just say time obiana. If you want to put people's record there, American government to know, say, people are lying. They came because of papers. They came because of a passport, green card. It is there. You can go and apply, you can go and put your query in. You can go and put it in, and they'll be questioned. We know everybody where they live. We know why they came here. We know the visa they brought in here. We know what they want. We know what they are forcing people to. We know all these things, and you'll be questioned. But what do we get? Nothing. So we don't want to do it. Into mbani biomtete America ha baby a almost sorry na mo kankana politics. Mo ye paper okrom ha. Me catch them. Mo man na mo ye paper okrom ha. So-called celebrities who said, yeah, mo tete Atlanta, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, mo tete Massachusetts, Massa. One question per you will be denied. You ask one question and you'll be questioned. They are fake. They are fake and we know. And when we put one document in for you and that to be questioned, because basically what you are doing is illegal. You are paying to get documentation. A paper marriage na moye. In time mo say what tiana mo kwase akeka. Mo tiana mo kan kwase akeka. Wo so tie eduro na wo pedi. A single email, it can shut everything that you are doing down. We can send a single email, it will shut everything you are doing down. A single email, and the inquiries will be opened on you. Answer na unko interview, now we'll interview the client frau. What to an ice abebo prum, Osha Manhattan higher then, Osha Maryland higher, Osha New Jersey down with mu then. What is your purpose in America? Tiny Bebusa, what is your purpose? Oh, I came and my fiancé is here. Let us know. When I say, when I crown out Timu Crampono, it's Mumbram was Ghana politics na moye. And we are not bad people. We are very decent people who understand life. Obiao a way to survive. And somebody sitting here, I respect that. But when you try to do too much, when you try to reach too much, we can also reach too much. Muntie. So abenya broche bonk bia she ye krata. Abenya abroche bonk bia she ne be ma bi ye bibia ye din. A single email ebe collapse bibia and end up in jail. All right, it's exactly 8:14 in America, 12:14 in Ghana. Have a wonderful night. Be good. Tomorrow we will meet to discuss Ghana. Cheers and good night.
Debi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Now so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.